Now, compiling a dictionary usually takes many years to complete. The Kaaps language has been spoken since the 1500s. And now, finally, the Center for Multilingualism and Diversities Research is developing its first ever trilingual dictionary. It's equivalent to the Woordeboek van die Afrikaanse Taal at Stellenbosch. Joining us to discuss this is Quentin Williams from the University of the Western Cape Center for Multilingualism and Diversities Research. And a very warm welcome to you this afternoon. And thank you for joining us. So just tell us really about the importance of this dictionary, first of all.
Yes, this dictionary project it has been asked for quite a number of years, decades, in fact. And what is extremely important about this particular dictionary is that it will do quite a number of things. It will firstly break down the prevailing negative stereotypes that we know that Kaaps speakers have to deal with on a daily basis. We know that most speakers in South Africa think of Kaaps as a language that is shot through with joke. It's a joke language. It's a language with very low functions. It's a language that often is associated with the Namber Gang's register, even though many of the Kaaps speakers are bilingual and multilingual speakers. So that's the one important fact about this project. The other important fact about this project is that it will raise the functions of Kaaps where it is used. We know that Kaaps is not used as a language of teaching and learning in schools and in universities. So with this dictionary project and its eventual production of the dictionary, we need to already start creating space in our basic education system and in university system for Kaaps speakers to be valued, to be seen, and to be heard.
You know, Mr. Williams, the language is definitely a reflection of one's culture. And I'm sure the Kaaps themselves feel that the fact that there's even a dictionary, there's a recognition of their culture and their importance. And is there excitement around the fact that at least now people who don't understand that language will be able to have a dictionary, access one, to understand what any of the things that are said or what they mean are?
Yes, there definitely is. I think when we announced the launch of this project, the response has been overwhelming. Speakers want to know where the words come from, how the words are used, and what the meanings of the words are in translating it to other non-speaking Kaaps speakers. You mentioned at the beginning that Kaaps is one of the oldest languages in Southern Africa because it was created in the 1500s. This is a very important fact and statement because words like, for example, awe, which is frequently used by Kaaps speakers, originates as far back as the 1500s from Old Batavia, but it was also used by the Khoi and San. It is still used by the Khoi and San speakers. So there is evidence of language contact and spread. But it also likely comes from the Muslim Malay-speaking community from the word awefe, that is to give good health. So all of these characteristics of words, in the way that I've described it, will be represented in the dictionary. And that for the speakers not only provides them with a positive characteristic of their language, but it allows them to have pride in their language. And that's important because one of the issues that we have to understand is that even though Kaaps speakers will feel proud of their language, where the language comes from and its future, it is still not used, for example, in the broader economy. So we really have to do a lot still as linguists, academics, governments, parents, and communities to develop this language further. This dictionary is the first step towards that.
Just very quickly, how has the Kaap language also influenced other languages now that maybe have borrowed from there, especially as it's been there for so long?
Yes. Well, Kaaps, Kaaps borrows, first of all, other speakers borrows from Kaaps. For example, the word kanti is used by Kaaps speakers because it's borrowed from the Nguni languages, but it comes via the number register as well. And Kaaps speakers influenced, for example, through the practice of hip-hop music, other languages and language varieties. Think, for example, the movement of young speakers from Cape Town to the Namakoland area or Uppington area.
Yeah.
Namakoland's Afrikaans, for example, are now being influenced by Kaaps speakers.